Hi, in this video I'm going to talk about the one of the feature of Java 16, pattern matching for instance of. Everyone have a better idea about this instance of operator. The instance of operator is used to test whether an object is an instance of this class or not. If it's, then it returns true. If it's not, then it returns false. So let's see an example here. In the get perimeter method, this is taking an instance of shape, and then inside this method what we're actually doing is we are just checking this whether this shape is an instance of rectangle or not. If it's, then inside this block what we're actually doing is we are converting the shape into a rectangle object, and then we are invoking the method length and width on this particular object on this instance. So yeah, this is a two-step process, right? So shape, we are just checking this conditions, and then if it's there, then we are just converting into this rectangle object, and then we are invoking this method. So this is a two-step process. So instead of having this two-step process, why can't we do this in one step? So that feature has been introduced in Java 16. Let's see an example. In Java 16, the same code has been converted into two. Instead of one line, we can have, instead of having two lines, we can have it everything in one line itself. So here we are just converting, we are just checking shape is an instance of rectangle. If it's, then we are assigning the converted variable to this converted instance to this variable here. So yeah, first, so shape instead of rectangle, and then we are converting into rectangle object and assigning that converted value into this variable. So you can invoke the length and width method on this variable. So it looks elegant, and it looks very simple. In this way we can avoid the boilerplate code here, and you have to keep that in mind that so this variable or is available only if this condition is true. If this condition is false, then you are not going to access this variable here. So let's say an example, let's say a different example here. So here what we're actually doing is we're just checking s instance of rectangle, or and if the rectangle, if it's, then we are assigning this variable converted value to this variable. And then if you just look at this here, if this condition is false, then you can't access this or variable here itself. If this condition is true, then we are not going to enter into this loop. Instead we will be coming outside, but you can still access this variable or. So the scope is beyond this this particular section, so you have to keep that in mind. And there is one more condition here. Here what we're actually doing is shape is instance of rectangle, and then we have this, and then we have this and conditions, and then we immediately invoke the length method on this instance, and then we can able to check it here. This is one good example. But what happens if we have an or? Can we still access this variable? No. Let's see an example here. So here shape instance of rectangle, and then if this condition is true, then we will be able to enter into this block. If it's not, then we will go into this next conditions. Since this condition is not true, then you don't have any access to this variable. So yeah, you can't access the variable or here. So you have to keep this in mind. So yeah, this is one of the good features, by using which we can avoid some kind of boilerplate code. Yeah, this is one of the features. And if you just look at Scala, we have a similar kind of concept, and they just introduced the same thing in Java 16. So yeah, thank you.